Hello everyone, and welcome to Healthy Bites. Healthy Bites is a collaboration between Nevada County Media and Nevada County Public Health. My name is Shauna Schultz and I will be your host. I am a registered dietitian and nutrition educator with CalFresh Healthy Living. And CalFresh Healthy Living brings nutrition education and physical activity education to the community. I'm really excited today to be able to show you a recipe that is healthy, it's tasty, it's easy to put together, and it's affordable. So in today's episode, we will be making a corn salad, kind of like a corn salsa. So it can be salad or salsa, whatever you want to call it, but it's delicious and it utilizes a lot of end of summer produce. So things like tomatoes and cucumbers and corn. So things that are in abundance right now. Great way to use those. And all of the recipes that are on Healthy Bites can be found on eatfresh.org. So please check it out. And we'll go ahead and get started. So ingredient wise, pretty simple. We have corn, we have some cherry tomatoes, cucumber, red onion, jalapeno. We'll put a little bit of lime juice in there and some cilantro, and that's it. So simple, healthy, nutritious. So we'll go ahead and we're just going to put everything into a bowl. I have some corn that I've cut off the cob already. We need about 2 cups of corn kernels. So I've cut 3 cobs already, and we'll just cut 1 more. Now, if you haven't used corn fresh to eat before, I highly recommend it. We are not going to cook this corn. You can if you would prefer, but you don't have to. When you have sweet corn that's in season, it is very juicy and sweet and crunchy, so there's really no need to cook it. And it's always an adventure cutting it off the cob. It kind of likes to wiggle all over the place, so sometimes it's helpful. You can, maybe just cut it into the bowl, and then you don't get as many corn kernels that are kind of flying everywhere, but it's fun to cut. So we'll go ahead and add that in here. I'm just going to kind of scrape off as much as I can. All right, we lost a few kernels along the way, but that's okay. All right, so we have 4 cobs that have been cut here, and we'll keep the corn as it is. Feel free to sub with frozen corn or canned corn, totally fine to use. Next, we'll add our tomatoes. There's about 2 cups of tomatoes here. All I did was I took a pint of cherry tomatoes, and when they were small, I cut them in half. When they were a little bigger, I maybe quartered them. So we'll add these to the mix, and we'll go ahead and give it a little stir. These are all different colors of cherry tomatoes, so it makes for a beautiful, beautiful, colorful dish. And then corn, if you didn't know, excellent source of fiber, in particular insoluble fiber is what I meant. And insoluble fiber kind of acts like a little scrub brush and cleans your digestive system. So helps keep things moving along and removes toxins along the way. So great source of fiber. We'll add a little bit more cucumber. I have some that is cut up already, just chopped it into smallish pieces. So I'll go ahead and add that. And I'm just going to cut up a little more, maybe about another half. I'm using a Persian cucumber. They're smaller. They are really not ever bitter. They don't have a lot of seeds, and they're nice and crunchy. So they make a really nice addition to a salad, but of course you can use whatever type of cucumber you would like. And it smells so good. The cucumber always smells so fresh and yummy. All right, so we'll chop up the rest. And we'll add the rest of our cucumber. And then the next thing that we'll add will be some red onion. This red onion's already cut in half, and I'm just going to start cutting it, and we'll see about how much we want to add. You could also use a white onion. You could use some green onions. You could leave the onion out if you don't like onion that much. So I'll just get some small pieces. The red onion is a nice addition because it's nice and sweet, not too strong. All right. I think we can go ahead and use all of this. It was a pretty small onion to begin with. Right. And then I'm just going to take the knife and kind of run it over the onion and give it a rough chop, just to get some smaller pieces here. All right, so we'll add our onion. I love how we have all colors of the rainbow represented here. And it's so fresh. On second thought, I don't think I'm going to add all of the onion. We'll just reserve a little. I'll give this a good stir here. And then next we'll add some jalapeno just for a little spice. I already have the jalapeno diced, and just one. I did take the seeds out, so it's a little less spicy. And always remember when you're chopping a jalapeno, when you're done, try not to touch your eyes or your nose or your mouth because if you've ever made that mistake before, you might remember it burning quite a bit. So some people wear gloves, and that's fine, but give your hands a really good wash, and just for a little bit, try not to touch your face too much. All right, we're going to add a few pinches of salt, and we'll add a little drizzle of olive oil. That can be optional, but I think it lends a nice flavor. And then the last thing we'll do is we'll add some fresh lime juice. So I'm going to give this lime just a quick roll just to loosen everything up. We'll get a lot more juice out of it that way. Cut it in half. My favorite tool is a citrus squeezer. And I think this is a pretty nice juicy lime. So I think we'll stick with one. If you like it extra limey, you could add more. And then let's not forget about our cilantro. Just add like a nice little handful. Just gonna tear some off of here. We'll give it a quick chop, and cilantro is nice. You can use the stems, so you don't have to spend a bunch of time trying to get all the leaves off of the stem. The stems are pretty nice and tender. If there's some tougher parts of the stem, feel free to just cut those off and then just use the rest. And of course, some people love cilantro. Some people really do not like cilantro. So if you don't like cilantro, you certainly don't have to add it. You could add another herb like parsley, and that would be just fine. All right, so carefully, I'm going to give this a stir. And I'm pretty sure we have everything in here. So some ideas on how to use this. I mean, I think it's fabulous as a dip, like a salsa with some chips. But you could add it onto a bed of leafy greens with your favorite protein, whether that be, chicken or black beans, fish, and that would pair nicely together. Great way to sneak vegetables into your meals, because that's what we have here is all vegetables and all different colors. So we have lots of vitamins, minerals, and fiber, antioxidants. So very healthy, pretty salad. And again, you can find this on eatfresh.org, and I hope you give it a try and that you enjoy it. And I'll see you next time.